Good evening and welcome, viewers. In a country where animal rights has been seen by many people as a non-mainstream issue, the killing of a wild pregnant elephant after consuming an explosive-laden pineapple has become a national issue, a subject of nationwide outrage. Rightly so, I say, rightly so. The killing is evil, but we cannot outrage. And then after outraging and outraging and outraging, refuse to go any deeper into the issues that emerge. And why? Because those issues may raise questions uncomfortable for us. So those who outrage don't want to go into detail because then you get into quote-unquote uncomfortable terrain. I don't believe in that kind of outrage, because then it will be empty outrage. A 2-minute Twitter outburst that means nothing and does nothing. Dear viewers, I ask, and let's ask the uncomfortable questions. The uncomfortable questions. How is there such an organized production of such explosives? Who are the people who manufacture such explosives? And why are elephants being systematically targeted with such explosives, with one being killed every few days? Why have there been no direct arrests yet? And why is the Vadra Congress quiet now? Who are they worried about upsetting? Suddenly, what happened to the outrage? Why is there no strong statement from the ruling CPM? Who are they afraid of worrying? And who will tell us, once again, why elephants, sacred to our Indian culture and sacred to our Indian way of life, have become the focus of such a barbaric pattern? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let you and I decide. Are you among those who outrage and then won't go into detail? Or like me, are you willing to go deep into the issues to bring out the truth of why that killing happened? Only then can we stop further killings. Otherwise, it's empty outrage. Debate number 1, viewers. Punish elephant killers. We'll go into detail. Debate number 2 this evening. Time to act tough against China. And debate number 3. They've come down to stalking our diplomats in Islamabad. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Thursday evening on The Debate Tonight. India's national focus, pregnant elephant in Kerala dies after eating fruit laced with explosives. 8 days on, her killers are still unfound, unpunished. Kerala Chief Minister blames climate change for human-animal conflict. Rules out conspiracy angle. National outrage over the brutal murder of the elephant, but not a word from Wayanad MP Rahul Gandhi. India-China Corps Commander level meeting this Saturday to focus on easing border tensions.
मुझे बहुत प्रसन्नता है कि आज हम अपने द्विपक्षीय संबंधों को कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप के रूप में अपग्रेड कर रहे हैं.
India signs strategic Indo-Pacific maritime pact with Australia to completely ring-fence China in the region. And ISA harasses top Indian diplomat in Islamabad by tailing his car. The proof is on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, the agonizing details of a 15-year-old pregnant elephant's killing in Kerala's Palakkad district has united the entire country. It was an evil and a ruthless murder, and a conspiracy cannot be ruled out, no matter what the state government says. Tonight, there are many unanswered questions that cannot be ignored. Here is what happened in Kerala's Palakkad district, and then we will debate.
She stood there writhing in pain for close to 3 days. Immersing her damaged jaw in water, possibly to ease the suffering. It couldn't keep her alive. This 15-year-old pregnant elephant died after consuming a fruit filled with firecrackers in Kerala's Palakkad district. It is believed that the fruit bomb snare is used across villages in Kerala to keep wild animals away from farms. The voiceless pachyderm's death in a state that worships elephants in its temples has led to an outpouring of grief across the country. The anger has forced the left government under Pinarayi Vijayan to initiate a probe against the pregnant elephant's killers. The action comes 4 days after the incident came to light. There's more politics than action on ground. The Chief Minister of Kerala, while trying to play the victim, has lashed out at those who have unleashed a hate campaign based on lies, inaccurate descriptions, and half-truths. He even said some tried to import bigotry in the narrative. We genuinely hope it was a message for members of the lobby who have used this tragedy to question the likes of Ratan Tata while dragging in the issue of lynchings. Meanwhile, the central government has taken note, seeking a report from the Kerala government on the pregnant elephant's death.
This kind of killing is absolutely unacceptable, and we have already deputed our senior officers there, and we will nab the culprits and punish them.
What is surprising is that while there's global condemnation for this act of mindless brutality, Rahul Gandhi, who is an MP from Kerala's Wayanad, is conspicuously silent. The Member of Parliament from Palakkad is also a Congress leader. No word from him as well.
असंवेदनशीलता है राहुल गांधी की कि चुप हैं, बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं बोल रहे इस पूरे मामले में।
अब वो सोच रहे हैं जो केरला की सरकार सोच रहा है। आखिर मुख्यमंत्री ने भी कुछ बोला नहीं। वो सोच रहे हैं कि ये 2 दिन का मामला है, सब रो धो ले लेंगे और फिर कुछ और हादसा हो जाएगा, फिर वहाँ उनकी आंख वहाँ नज़र वहाँ चली जाएगी।
For now, some questions remain unanswered. Why did it take 4 days for the Kerala government to initiate probe? The incident came to light on the 30th of May. Why did the state government respond after 3 days? Why is Rahul Gandhi silent on the elephant's death? Is he bound by compulsion? Why haven't the killers been arrested yet? And why is the state government completely ruling out the possibility of conspiracy? Let's debate.
The one thing that we shall not allow today is to look upon this as an isolated issue, because it is not. This is part of a pattern. Rahul Ishwar, welcome. A.N. Shamsheer of the CPM, welcome. You're joining us from Thiruvananthapuram and Thalassery. Royden Roach from Hyderabad. Kasturi Shankar. Murali Dharan is joining us from Chennai. Sonal Mansingh will join us in some time. Manilal Valiate is CEO of PETA India, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. And Murali Dharan, of course, is a journalist and activist. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Straight question here. You know, in this particular instance, there was a lot of outrage. Rahul Ishwar, please open the debate with Mr. Murali Dharan. There was a lot of outrage yesterday. I found that, you know, there were a lot of WhatsApp groups going around, petitions being signed. There were comments on Facebook, there were Twitter outrage, etc. But suddenly, Rahul and Mr. Murali Dharan, the moment one started going into detail of how it happened, the moment one started asking that there is a pattern in this, the moment it came to light, Murali Dharan, that this is not an isolated issue of one elephant being killed by some cruel people, but that this cruelty has been imposed for a long time, in a systematic manner, and that enough has not been done. And the moment the explosives angle came out and the question came up naturally, who is producing these explosives, Rahul, Murali Dharan? How are these explosive factories continuing? Who makes them? Who stuffs them? Who are those barbarians who do these things? The moment these questions started coming, the same people who outraged yesterday started saying, oh, no, this is superfluous, this is not right. We don't need to go into that, it's a simple animal rights issue. How can it be a simple animal rights issue when it's a massive pattern to it? There are a bunch of killers on the loose. So my first question is, why so much discomfort when one begins to ask the fundamental issues related to an incident on which we are all outraged. Muralidharan and Rahul, you can start the debate, please. I want to understand that first.
Arnabji,
Rahul.
Arnabji, one first, thank you for rightly pointing out that it was Palakkad district. Many people, including me, were under the misunderstanding that it was Malappuram, and you rightly pointed out it is Palakkad. As you rightly said, it's an issue we should go deep into. There are many layers and many nuances. Maybe a very informed discussion will wake us up. And as a Malayali and as a Keralite, we are all ashamed that this thing happened. We worship Hathi or elephant as Ganesha. A detailed discussion should definitely be there. If there are layers to open, it should definitely be there, and it should be put on.
My first point to you, Rahul. Rahul, listen. Rahul, one point I want to ask you. Am I right or wrong when I say that the same people who outraged the most yesterday were the keenest to move on today? They were not interested in going into the details of how it happened.
Arnab,
It was a...
Arnab,
Muralidharan wants to add. Muralidharan. Muralidharan.
This will be like, you remember Avni incident? This will be like another Avni. After a few weeks, people will forget about it. Nobody will remember, and they need another knock on the head probably 1 year after that. It's not about Malappuram or whether it's Palakkad. This is a planned way of killing, wild elephants. These are done by the people who encroach, and the governments are responsible. The allocation of the buffer zone or the forest area for industrialization is given by State Wildlife Board. That is there in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and wherever there are elephants. These boards decide who should take which land, and after that, they will manipulate papers to give patta for them, which is legally not right. Post that, when they want to expand, then they realize they're sitting in an elephant habitat or a corridor, and when they want to expand, they start killing elephants. I want example, I'll give you in Tamil Nadu, Tadagam. It was a brick lane, 4,000 bricks they're taking out. That's an elephant habitat. Every month they kill one elephant, even they remove tusks. This is nothing new. But the sad part is, Arnab, we are not pulled out this elephant from water, and we are waiting for it to die. This is the case everywhere across Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala. The forest department is not geared up to serve them. We have seen videos in Nat Geo, people going with guns, tranquilizing elephants, treating them within that short period, probably 15-20 minutes, and getting out of the space, because within that period they have to do. So
1 minute.
10-15 doctors
Muralidharan,
one elephant.
Muralidharan,
We don't have that
Muralidharan, in a state called elephant country, please explain this to me. Are you trying to tell me, Muralidharan, wait a minute, Rahul, viewers, are you trying to tell me this is an isolated incident? It's not. There is an industry, as far as I know, of killing elephants. Now the fact is, the moment we ask who is killing the elephants, then there is pin drop silence. I want to know why Sonal Mansingh is on the debate. The moment we ask, so we'll all outrage about the killing of the elephant, but the incredible thing is, Sonal Mansingh, that the moment you get into who are killing the elephants, but where is the industry? But how is a fruit laden with explosives used in the first place? How is it permissible for a fruit stuffed with explosives to be strewn around in the forest area so that the elephants consume it and die in those horrendous circumstances? The moment we ask these questions, we are told, oh, don't go there. Why shouldn't we? My question is, when we ask, is there an organized production of the explosives, we are told, oh, don't go there. Why not? Why not? You tell me why not.
They will say it's for the wild boars. These traps are kept for wild boars.
Then they'll say it's not for the elephants, it's for the wild boars.
See, normally it's only the baby elephants who smell these and eat them because they don't get the smell.
The elderly
elephants do not touch it.
Then the question is,
how this elderly elephant...
I want to know, therefore, that why is nobody following it up? Why, it's the whole attempt right now is, Sonal Mansingh, brush it under the carpet. Isolated issue, terrible, but let's move on. And the moment you ask any more questions, you'll be told you're politicizing it, you're communalizing it, you are looking at it in a way that you should not. How am I supposed to look upon it? This is institutionalized cruelty. I'd like Sonal Mansingh on the debate. She's been speaking about it. Sonal Mansingh, your views, please. Sonal Mansingh.
Tomorrow is Environment Day. As usual, there will be slogans, there will be messages, But as you said, institutionalized cruelty to animals has been going on. And episodes and incidents are brushed aside under the carpet. So, what are we supposed to do? Where do we pin our hopes, and on whom do we pin the crimes? Encroachment of jungles, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, a wonderful, wonderful slogan. All the entire earth is our family. So are not the elephants and the pranis, animals, beasts, birds not our family?
Shamsheer.
What do we want to say? The third point, God's own country. Whether it's Kerala, whether it's Tamil Nadu, whether it's Karnataka, they are all God's own country. And if we worship Ganesh, we worship Vinayak, we worship Vakratunda, Gajanana, it's all in the temples, is it? It's all for the ceremonies. What happens in real life? And this cruelty has no further words. It cannot be condoned, Arnab. Please follow it up day after day. There have to be stringent laws. And the jungle officials, forest, whoever has to be punished wherever. Please,
You see,
I beg of you.
No, Sonal Mansingh, I assure you I will follow it up. But I need to ask some questions here today. And I find that, you know, when you speak up for voiceless wildlife, even then you are told, oh, you have a political agenda. Now, you mentioned. Now, I have no inhibitions in saying, Shamsheer, and hear me loud and clear, and Gaurav Bhatia, everyone. Elephants are fundamental to Indian culture and India's way of life. Now, there is an emotional attachment there. If anyone wants to tell me that we should divorce that emotional attachment, then I don't think it's possible. If anyone wants to tell me that you know, this is not even an issue, that elephants are significant in India, and this is not a matter to snigger over, Shamsheer, let me tell you. Elephants are culturally significant in India. Sculptures in Ajanta and Ellora caves feature elephants. It is part of Lord Ganesha's philosophy in the Sanatan Dharma. Buddhists consider elephant a symbol of Buddha. So you have to protect this species from injustice. And call me unscientific temper, whatever you want to do, but I will say it. I will say it. No, I will say it. Call me antediluvian for saying this, I will say it. It is part of Kerala's insignia. The state emblem of Kerala portrays not one but two elephants guarding the state and natural insignias. Right? So there is an emotional attachment. Elephant are India's heritage animal since 2010. And what Sonal Mansingh has said here today is that I need you to understand there is a moral, legal and environmental dimension of this issue. But don't tell me that the moral, spiritual, cultural issues are less important than the legal and environmental issues. Am I being heard loud and clear on this, Shamsheer? Shamsheer can debate with Gaurav. I am saying the moral, ethical, cultural part of this whole debate about the systematic killing of elephants is as important as the legal or environmental part of it. It's not just about our ecosystem, it is about our way of life. Now, Shamsheer, please put your point of view and Gaurav will debate after that. Yes, it's an open debate. Shamsheer.
For the first time, Mr. Arnab, I am agreeing with you. It is so sentimental and also it is a part of our culture. Look, in Kerala, we are using elephants in festivals. And some of the people are keeping elephants as an ornament, as a part of their house. You know, somebody is owning Mercedes-Benz like car, somebody is owning elephant. It's a part of our culture. But yesterday's incident was very unfortunate. But unfortunately, this unfortunate incident, somebody is making it as a communal issue. Somebody is making it as a political issue. Government has very clearly, our Chief Minister Pinarayi has made clearly in the evening that high-level committee has been constituted from the both sides, from the wildlife side and also from the police. And forest and police will jointly inspect whoever may be. I know, my feeling it was not an intentional act. It was unintentional. It was unfortunate.
Unintentional, I don't agree. Shamsher, may I make...
can agree with you.
Shamsher,
No, look, I am living in Kerala.
Shamsher, listen.
I know the
Shamsher,
fact.
Shamsher, I know you are living in Kerala, and 1 minute, let me add here to this. The only part where I don't agree with you, and I'm glad you and I are agreeing on something today, but where I don't agree with you is your fleeting argument that this was unintentional. Please don't tell me.
Yeah, I can say.
Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that the killing of the pregnant elephant was unintentional. Sonal Mansingh wants to respond. Gaurav, before I come to you, I want her to just respond to Shamsher. Yes, I'm coming to you also, Kasturi and everyone on. I'm seeing you there. I'll be coming to you in just a minute. But Sonal Mansingh wants to respond. Sonal Mansingh.
Yes, I heard, thank you. I heard from Kerala, from my friends, that she was given this pineapple, or she got it long time ago. She had been wandering around with the injured trunk and injuries on her, but the forest officials were called. They came and looked at her and said, sorry, we can't do anything, and they went away. And this elephant had been wandering and not injuring anyone else, and she just went into water.
Yeah.
Then they came, because the villagers said that this water body is for our drinking water, so now do something. Then they came with 2 elephants and tried. By then, she had given up. So this is very important for us to know. It was not that day or yesterday or day before.
Yeah.
It had happened some days ago.
Yeah.
And people were so heartless.
Yeah.
Forest officials were heartless.
Yeah. I want to make another point, viewers, today. Before I come to you, Royden and Gaurav Bhatia, I'm coming to you next, and also to Manilal Valete. You know, Manilal, and first I want to tell Gaurav and Royden this, that this is not just an issue about the ethical treatment of animals alone. And while you may accuse me of diversifying into other areas, I'll tell you the reason I'm foraying beyond the pure animal cruelty part of it. Okay? I am completely with you, Manilal, when you say it's animal cruelty. So, of course it is. But I have another point to make. Anybody who knows the significance of an elephant in Indian culture will not deny me my right in saying only people who don't regard Indian culture and Indian way of life would have done this. People who don't respect. Let me complete.
Wants all temple elephants removed and sent to shelters. Mr. Manilal Valate is also a part of this.
How?
Entire sabotage.
How is he part of it?
He wants all the captive elephants from Kerala taken out and dumped in shelters where they can make money begging foreigners, shaming India, saying that Indians are cruel, Indians are barbaric, just like our urban Naxal gang, shaming Modi government in Washington Post and New York Times. This is what Mr. Manilal Valate and his friends do. They shame India.
No, he made a direct attack on Mr. Valate, so he needs to respond.
The elephants.
1 minute. Now we're straight into something I didn't expect. Gaurav, a minute, please. I'm sorry.
No,
Manilal has to respond. What's your charge?
It is politics, and it's beyond politics. The animal rights is like a mafia. They are part of the George Soros group. PETA has been sponsored by George Soros, $81,000 9 years ago. You want more details? This is part of the sabotage. They destroyed Jallikattu. What did they do? They killed our bulls. They banned the event, ran off. All the Desi bulls, when I say A2, the ones with the dew lap and the hump, they all went to slaughter. Manilal Valate didn't care about it. He wanted the ban so he can make millions of dollars in donations. That's what these guys do. They are part of the sabotage. They are destroying our elephants. They are destroying Ganesha.
Manilal on the right.
This is not only for Manilal Valate, this is even for Mr. Prakash Javadekar, who's sitting in the office last 6 years, second time. He has done nothing about this. I wonder whether he knows how many elephants are there in the wild. I don't think so. I'm angry today because I'm like an idiot. I fight every day, day in, day out for these elephants with no damn support. May I
ask you, 1 minute. I don't doubt, 1 minute. Manilal, wait a minute, please. Can I be the arbiter in this? Listen, Muralidhar.
Yeah.
I don't know the backdrop of this. Yeah. Kindly, would you make your accusation against the PETA India head, who you have named 7 times so far, in 1 sentence so he can respond to you? What is your specific charge? Articulate it.
PETA ideology is there should not be cruelty. but the elephant becomes extinct, they don't have a problem. This is what they did in Jallikattu. They want to ban Jallikattu. If the bulls go to slaughter, they don't want to rehabilitate because that costs money and there's no money in it. Educating somebody, don't be cruel, there's no money in it. But when you ban it, worldwide, people get donated, they keep funding them. Millions of dollars coming in. Ask him how much of dollars he has, how much of crores of rupees he has brought into India. Has he spent them on animal welfare? No, he has been spending them on court cases. Banning. He's got a court case. He went to Jaipur. He wants to ban all the Jaipur elephant rides. 1 lakh people are dependent on those elephants. He wants them banned. How much money did he spend there? Luckily, the court woke up, threw the report back onto him because that was a doctored report sent through AWBI.
All right, so...
They bribed statutory authorities like AWBI. I have proof. I have shown it in the courts. I have win cases in Chennai, but I don't have the money to go to
straying a little
court.
bit. I must admit we are straying a little bit, but I'll let Manilal respond to that. Manilal, what he's basically telling you is that you have a very pyrrhic, superfluous approach towards animal rights. You are not looking at it in depth in the way many of us are here today. I'd like you to respond to Mr. Muralidharan, please, from Chennai.
Okay. Arnab, I would say you started with the right point that what happened in Kerala is not an isolated case. Yes, there are many elephants dying. A month ago, another elephant died in Kollam in a similar way. And there are, I think, even if you look at the last 3 years, more than 100 animals have died in Kerala because of impaction, because of various other reasons. So,
what are the various other reasons?
For sure. Now, what
shall we go into detail? Can I ask you? Sorry to intervene here. You see, sometimes one short sentence it becomes very sweeping. I say 1 minute, just a minute.
Yeah,
Manilal, I'll come to you. I'll give you time. I'm asking a simple question. What are various other reasons? Would I be right in saying that hundreds of elephants are killed? A, an elephant is killed every few days. B, and would you agree that the elephant being a syncretic part of Indian culture, the people who do this to elephants don't regard, respect or follow Indian culture or in Bharatiya Sanskriti, the Indian way of life?
Exactly.
Now, the basic question is, Arnab, whose reality
that's the
counts?
basic question.
The elephant's reality counts, or we are human
the basic question is about Indian
so
culture.
If the elephants, if they have
collective reality.
No, the basic scientific fact is elephants, they live in wild. They live in a very closely knitted family. They
not
they
in
move
India.
in herds.
4,000
they walk
years,
around
2,000
18
years
hours
before
a day
Christ, we
grazing.
started rearing elephants at home. You get your fundamental, go back to the African wild and learn all this.
Can I speak?
Or you come to us, we teach you.
Muralidharan, you should get your facts. You should get your facts checked. I'm not going to shout like you.
Sir. We have
you should
evidences.
get your facts
we
checked.
started rearing elephants 4,000 years ago.
Instead of making allegations, you should. What you're saying is utter nonsense.
I can prove it to you.
You should go and ask those elephants.
You want to know what's your FCR returns for the last 5 years?
I wish the elephants could speak. I wish the elephants could speak. Muralidharan, you should go and ask those elephants in this. If they could speak, they will tell you the truth, Muralidharan. Culture is not what
and
matters.
Have you spoken
what
to
matters
them?
is the life of animal. How they want to live,
where
they want to live.
Have you spoken to an elephant which you dragged out of a house
they don't want to
after
be
50 years living with that house and dumping in a shelter? Have you spoken to that elephant? Elephant habitat is not just the wild, it's the place they live, it's the people they live with. That's their habitat.
I have no doubt about.
You pulled out.
I have no doubt
how
about
many
the
elephants
life
you want me
they
to
live
quote?
after rescue. They are living a good life. They are in a group. They interact with other elephants. Their own species. They go.
Do you know about the Marakanam case?
Listen,
what the Madras High Court found out?
The question is.
You were starving the elephants so that they become weak. You can keep them chain free to tell the foreigners that they are free now. Give me dollars. What cruelty are you talking about, my friend? Sending to slaughter is not cruelty. Keeping the species alive is animal welfare. Animal rights is not animal welfare because we believe in keeping the animal whichever place they are.
Life have to be something of quality. Life is not something that has to be spent in.
You don't determine mind
not
that.
spending,
Let the farmers and Indians decide
for hours together.
where the elephant should live.
Life
The
is
elephants
not,
have
life
lived
is
with us
not
for
being
4,000
poked by
years.
an ankush.
So let us
Life is
decide
not
where
going
they
to
should
be,
live and
blinded
what is the
by
quality
a
of
torture
life.
device. Life is
I'll give you
not
one more
by
point.
being tied at one
Do you
place
know?
all the time. No,
Do
that is
you
not
know?
life.
One second. May I intervene in this, gentlemen? Please. Gaurav
Arnab,
Bhatia,
the average age of a
Kasturi Shankar.
domestic elephant is
Let's go to the
60
moot
plus.
issue which I was on. Thank you. I mean, these are different approaches. The question here is this. And I go back to the fundamental issue. Why are we afraid of debating this? Kasturi, I'm with you. I can hear you. Can you be on the screen? And Gaurav Bhatia. Everyone's on this debate, in fact. Gaurav Bhatia and Kasturi and Sonal Mansingh. Why is there so much discomfort when I say, and I will repeat it right now, Kasturi, I will repeat it 1,000 times if necessary, that I feel there are two things going on. There is a systematic killing of elephants. There is a pattern. A similar killing took place in Kerala in April. In Kollam, another pregnant elephant was killed after a pineapple filled with explosives was offered to her. 16 captive elephants were killed last year. Over 238 elephants died between August 2017 and 2018. So there is a pattern. Now, if I were to say, Kasturi, that those who are killing the elephants with such brutality, 99 elephants died in Kerala last year, that it is not just a matter of concern, it's disregard for Indian culture, way of life. Would it be wrong to say that? Would it be wrong to say that? Yes, please.
I'm hearing a little bit of a polarization in what you're saying. I'm going to go ahead and say it is not just against the moral fabric of Indian culture, it is against human culture. The whole problem is not just about whether we are Hindu and whether we worship
there is no religious angle in this, Kasturi. You're bringing it in. You're bringing in a religious angle. Sorry, please don't go there. 1 second, please don't go there. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Please don't go there. I am talking about selective silence. I'll bring Gaurav Bhatia into the debate with you. Gaurav.
No,
one minute. Just a minute. I want to know.
Can we talk about?
No, 1 minute. Just a minute. I want to know. Simply put, November 5th, 2018, Rahul Gandhi tweets, "The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated." Hashtag Avni. Quote of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay? So how is it that the killing of Avni, a tiger, responsible for the death of 13 people, shot dead in Maharashtra, was a massive issue? But the killing of an innocent pregnant elephant is something that one has to be squeamish about saying a word about. I'm trying to understand the issue. Gaurav is responding. Gaurav?
Arnab, I heard
Gaurav and Royden, after Gaurav, both of you debate. Yeah.
Let us not. Arnab, I heard everyone.
Let Gaurav speak. I'll come to you after that, Roach. Mr. Roach, I'll come to you after that. Yeah.
Please, hear me out. Sonalji was saying that we need a law. So Sonalji, I would only say that there are enough laws. And in fact, in 2017, the rules to prevent cruelty to animals were also brought by the Modi government. But the point is that we need to have a will. And how will can change everything is evident when we talk about tiger. The census shows that India reached the 2022 target 4 years early. The last tiger census that was taken last year showed that there are around 3,000 tigers. It was possible because of the will. But the problem here is that the Kerala government needs to answer some tough questions. And what are those tough questions? First, are they hiding? Are they protecting the perpetrators of crime? Because 3-4 days they were silent
Shamsheed.
till the media picked up this issue and then they sprung into action. 2, why no arrests have been made so far? 3rd, is the dirty politics that is being done. Don't ask any tough questions if it happens in the opposition ruled state. If something happens in the BJP ruled state, this lobby will come out. Very rightly pointed out by you, Arnab. Where is Rahul Gandhi? Not a single tweet.
Mr. Roach.
Why is he not questioning the Kerala government right now?
Let me tell you one thing. You guys at the center are only
and I am glad, Arnab.
to cover up your failures. Let me tell you, I don't know if you really have ground
Mr. Roach, you can wait for some time. We have waited long enough. You speak when I'm done. This is my last point, and maybe you will have no answers after this. Okay?
Okay, Mr. Roach, let him complete and I'll give you full time after that. Mr. Roach, I'll give you full time to respond after that. Yeah, but it's fair that you let him complete and then I'll give you the full time to respond. So it's a good debate. Thank you. Mr. Roach, it's a few more seconds, please. Mr. Roach, a few more seconds. It's your turn after this.
This one is a very important point I wish to make. And I'm making it for a reason. You know, you spoke about culture. It is the culture that they want to destroy. And why do I say that? Yes, in the Hindu religion, we worship elephant, and I have no qualm in saying that. We also feel that it is a manifestation of Lord Ganesha. Don't forget cow. To remember in Kerala, only in this state, the Congress supporters
Mr.
and
Roach.
leaders.
Okay, now it's Mr. Roach's turn. Mr. Roach. Mr. Roach. Mr. Roach, your turn now. Okay, Gaurav, I gave you your full time. I think we should let him respond now. Viewers, a minute. Viewers, a minute. Here's my point. Mr. Roach. Mr. Roach, question. May I ask you a question? May I ask you a question?
We have seen that the Kerala government has already initiated an investigation into it.
Where are the arrests? Please tell the viewers. Mr. Roach, please tell. Why have no arrests been taken? Why was the Chief Minister silent?
Overnight, can you do it? Can you do it overnight? They have to investigate how it happened.
Overnight can't say.
Kerala government.
Okay, you can't say. They have to investigate where the elephant.
No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Murli Taran. 1 minute. Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, 1 minute. Gaurav, 1 minute. This is a facetious argument. I will not take that. You cannot say now overnight. Rahul Ishwar, why are you quiet? Murli Taran, why are you quiet? Who's talking about overnight? Sonal Mansingh wants to come in right now. Who's talking about overnight? But why do we have to raise the issue, raise the questions and make people speak? 1 second. Kasturi is on the debate. Kasturi and Sonal Mansingh. Kasturi first, please. Kasturi. Yes, Kasturi.
Yes. Can we acknowledge now that the only good thing that came out of this horrible, brutal murder of that pregnant elephant has finally put the spotlight on the incompetence and the systemic corruption that has pervaded the forest department and the agriculture department, as well as every situation in Kerala. We talk about Kerala being a very emancipated state, and that seems to be the general PR perception. But nobody can place pineapple bombs, whether it be in their farmland, which I frankly think is encroached space, and it cannot be encroached without
First
the
of all,
complicity
Kasturi, I would request you. Kasturi, I would request you one thing. 1 minute. Kasturi, let me say one thing. Incidents happen. You know, in various states of the country, very cruel, barbaric incidents happen. I would request you.
And we condemn them all.
I would request you to not try, and I want Rahul Ishwar to come in on this. Please, Rahul Ishwar, we cannot use this instance or let anyone take this instance to make a sweeping observation on Kerala. Please. I think Rahul must respond to you on this. Rahul Ishwar on the left, please.
And India,
Rahul.
both our lands.
Yeah, I think, no, Rahul, where is Rahul?
Cannot be done without
Rahul,
the complicity of
just one line.
Rahul.
officials. This is a conflict between forest and expansionism.
Kerala is my home state.
As simple as that.
Kasturiji, Kerala is my home state. India is our motherland. And Kerala is number one in so many things. Kerala is one of the best states in communal harmony and education.
I do not deny that,
This is a wake-up call.
I'm not saying corrupt officials are only found in Kerala. I'm saying this has brought the spotlight on them.
Please don't deny. Please don't use this as an occasion to paint Kerala black in a big way. Because Kerala has
That is not what we are doing. That is not what we are doing.
We have to learn from other states. So many other things.
Not blaming everybody, but it is social responsibility. Sir, do you agree that
But
it is
Kerala
society.
is one
Today
of
the
the
killers
best
are
states.
anonymous.
It's one
How
of
are
the
we
best
going to
states in
find
India.
anonymous perpetrators? What steps can be
Correct.
what
How
are
can
you
you
going
find
to do?
anonymous
How are you going to
perpetrators?
find
That's fact. That's a good question.
It's not a secret who's putting pineapple bombs. Let's be very simple. Very, very plain speaking. It's not a secret who's putting pineapple bombs, no? It's not going to be so
Kasturi ji, we
difficult to
cannot
figure
jump the
out.
gun. It's a very
आम आदमी तो
culturally
pineapple
sensitive
bomb नहीं
issue.
लगा रहे हैं ना. It has to be
It's a
people
very
who
culturally
are on the
sensitive issue.
borderline
We
of
cannot
forest
jump
who
the
are
gun.
trying to prevent and avoid wild animals coming into their supposedly agricultural property, right? So it's very easy to make a complete list of where and
Muralidharan.
when elephant deaths have happened. This is not an
Muralidharan, you want to
isolated
respond to
incident.
this?
Elephants have
Muralidharan.
been
Let's not
dying
politicize this and talk
all
about
through the
religions
years,
here.
right?
Let's not politicize this. The objective has to be met. This is a problem of state and center. The situation is such, state and center has to work together. Mr. Prakash Javadekar and Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan have to solve this issue. Like Mr. Edapadi here, like Mr. Yedurappa there in Karnataka. Unless they join hands. Arnab, I'll give you one small example. Today the forest department does not have money. They have an orphaned elephant calf. They want the elephant calf to die. Just like this elephant, they would like to the calf and the elephants to die so that they don't have to take responsibility. Because they have money. They don't have money to upkeep them. They don't have money to treat them. This is the actual reality. So the center has to spend some money. Only after COVID we know what's our medical strength is, like the staff and the healthcare industry. Similarly, this is a wake-up call, like Avni, like this. These are wake-up calls.
Yeah, but one point which I want to underscore, and I want to tell Manilal Valiate with the greatest of respect. Manilal, can you tell me where PETA is headquartered?
It's in Delhi.
No, PETA India is in Delhi, but globally?
No, can I ask
PETA
you
India
something?
is based
No,
out of Delhi.
PETA globally is headquartered where?
PETA India is a registered company under Indian Companies Act.
Where
so
is
it's an Indian organization.
Where is the PETA global headquarters?
PETA India is what matters to me.
No, I'm not. Please don't be defensive. I'm just asking you because I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I can find out. You can do a Google search. I don't know. But as far as I know, that
PETA have affiliates. PETA have affiliates.
So where is the global headquarters of PETA?
US, Arnab, they're from the US.
US. Now I'll tell you one thing. Manilal.
That was their business.
Manilal, I'll tell you one thing. Okay. Every country, its culture, its ecology, demography are all linked. Okay. As a student of social anthropology, I can tell you that. We've studied this matter. Now, on a personal level, let me share one thing to you. I come from the state of Assam. And elephants have been a part of the way of life in Assam till maybe a generation back. Okay? Every family in the villages would keep elephants, take care of elephants. And Muralidharan, I think you can do a study on this, on how elephants were a part of so many homes in Assam. A part of life, a part of the family. So my polite disagreement with you is on a limited point. That please don't tell me that I need imported philosophies to know how to take care of elephants.
Arnab,
in Kerala and in Assam, let me complete my point.
No, it's not an
I do not need anyone in Los
Arnab.
Angeles to tell people in Assam and in Kerala how to love elephants and make them part of our life. While you are doing your work, I understand. But do understand there is a life beyond, there is a world beyond fundraising and activism.
Supreme Court.
No. I think Sonal Mansingh will hold me out on that. Sonal Mansingh. No, 1 minute. No, I want Sonal Mansingh to. I'll tell you what. No, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Same issue we had with Jallikattu.
Am I right? Am I right?
Arnab, how you know these elephants are tortured when they're captured from the wild? Do you know how they are captured?
Yeah, because we've seen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we have seen elephants as part of our families. I doubt. I truly doubt if an American can teach us that. Now, I want Sonal Mansingh on this part of the debate. Sonal Mansingh and Manilal. While this is a major issue, I want to tell you, India will deal with it. Manilal, Sonal Mansingh and Manilal, please. Sonal Mansingh.
Arnab, I just want to clarify. Assam is one of the states where more number of wild animals are captured. Wild elephants are captured in Assam
from abroad
and
or anywhere on how to care for our animals. Elephant, and this was a mother. And when I say mother, it's Matru Devo Bhava. it was not just an elephant, but it was also a mother going to be giving birth to a little baby elephant. And I think the core forest areas have been shrinking systematically because the other forests, the encroachments are so much that all our talk about culture and ethnology and whatever you say, environment, they brush it aside. I think we need to reinforce our values very, very strongly. And Matru Devo Bhava, Paryavaran Divas, all that. But money from the state. Somebody was saying, and I agree with him also, that the state has to give money for the upkeep of their animals and upkeep of their forests. It's absolutely important. Without forests, we will die. Animals will die, we will also die.
And the other worrying part is also where I remember that when a tiger family was killed in Goa.
I have a budget for it.
Royden, I'll get you into the debate with Gaurav right now. When a tiger family was found in Goa, bodies were found, the Congress president said the disgusting and deplorable turn of events, and the BJP government's silence is a clear indicator that the BJP is hand in glove with the poachers. Now, my point is, right, now the Congress says don't politicize this. I know of no other party that has politicized animal rights issues more than the Congress party. In fact, there was one instance, I don't know whether it was in Himachal or in Uttarakhand, where a horse had died in cruel conditions. And the Congress made it a subject of a nationwide campaign. So, and also in the case of Avni, see, please don't give me this argument that don't politicize it. These are matters of public debate. And if today a matter of public debate is
Can I come in, please?
Yeah, no. If matters of public debate will be debated by politicians. But there is eerie silence from the opposition now. Then I will ask why they spoke up every other time. Then
know what does the farmer do in his
no.
field.
Why they speak in every other time, but not in this case.
About having a pineapple. Why do they put pineapples? It is deliberately.
Please don't make the debate shallow.
Gaurav, please see the level of argument.
Gaurav and Kasturi.
Royden Roach, please. Arnab, I have 2 quick points to make.
Kasturi
and about trying to destroy our culture. And that is why, please, Mr. Royden Roach, please hear me out. Please be civilized, Mr. Royden Roach. Once you start, you don't listen to other panelists. And that is not acceptable. Please, Arnab asked me to speak. So please allow me to speak and listen to my point. You can respond to them after that. Arnab, don't forget, in the state of Kerala, Congress workers, to appease Rahul Gandhi, to hurt the Hindu sentiments, slaughtered a calf and said we are now having a beef party. Second, every day we see the halal meat that is, demanded. Should we not be questioning?
No. I want you. No. Also, Gaurav, a minute. Gaurav, I don't want you to do political opportunism here. Muralidharan will respond to you. No. I want to go into the issue in detail. Muralidharan can respond to you, Gaurav. Muralidharan.
My right to.
No. You can't wade into it and only look at it from your point of view of your own advantage. Muralidharan and Gaurav.
Elephant dying. We see elephant dying every day. Calves dying every day. We don't need this dialogue. What we need action. We need couple of helicopters which can carry, doctors to these places. The remote, forest. Helicopters to carry them, drop them. They tranquilize the elephants, feed them and save them.
Is also seen with the matter. Please, I'm just letting you know, Arnab. This is not politicizing. This is raising the question which will find many supporters. Many in our country feel like that.
Here's one. Muralidharan. Muralidharan, I have limited time. I think
it is inflicted great pain. You cannot do that. That is not humane.
My last point. I don't know how much time I have left on the debate. 1 point. I just want to ask one question. Yeah, Rahul, you're saying something. Rahul. Yes, Rahul?
Just one line. We need animal rights on one hand and cultural sensitivity on the other hand.
Absolutely. Now, my last point here is...
We were pleading them. We were pleading with them for cultural sensitivity.
Viewers, for all those people who are...
We need transparency.
Yeah, for all those people for all those people today who are attacking me, saying, why are you making it political? Allow me, please. Allow me. Mr. Roach, I don't live in an antiseptic world. Mr. Roach, I don't live in an antiseptic world where, I'm not one of those people who says oh, let's not get into politics. Politics is also part of the public debate in this country. I have one question for you, Mr. Roach. Why are turtles important for Congress, but not elephants? Because Congress in 2018 made it a massive issue. It was on its official Twitter handle. Modi wants to attack turtles.
From the Congress leaders also.
No.
There are tweets
Congress
also from
said
the
Modi
Congress
government
leaders.
wants to
Why are they not
eradicate
picking up
turtle
those tweets?
sanctuaries. Why are turtles important, but not elephants? I didn't have to beg the Congress to speak on turtles.
The reason you are talking about elephants because
No.
only
No, because you don't want to talk about the conspiracy behind killing elephants. Sonal Mansingh, last word to you, please. Last word to Sonal Mansingh tonight.
I hope this is a wake-up call finally for us two-legged animals, so-called human beings, to start once again our thought processes in the right direction, to be concerned, sensitive, and apologize to everything that we hurt intentionally. Unintentionally is something different. Intentionally hurting and killing is unforgivable. This is not one instance. Let it not happen again and again.
Yeah.
Let us pray and let us hope and request everyone to come together. To come together.
I have to close at this point. We've had multiple points of view, but viewers, I think we don't need to roll our eyes over the fact that there are serious questions being raised about who are killing elephants. All those who thought this was, one WhatsApp video on which one could outrage for a few hours and move on must realize right now that that is not the way to look at it. I'll see you on the other side on debate number 2. Few minutes, I'm going to be back.